There is the way in which globalization flattens out cultural differences, erodes local customs and belief, and spread a secular capitalist way of life that adds at odds with religion of all sorts. A suggestion, Annie, is that globalization can reduce or weaken cultural diversity around the world. When the world becomes more connected through trade, media, technology, and multinational companies, similar products, lifestyles, and values begin to spread everywhere. For example, the same global brands, fast food chains, and fashion trends appear in many countries. Western movies, music, and social media influence young people worldwide. English becomes more than dominant in business and communication. Because of this, local tradition customs, and belief may slowly decline. Unique cultural practices may be replaced by more global, standards, standardized way of living. This is what meant by the globalization, flattening cultural differences. Cultures start to look more alike. The statement also argues that the globalization promotes a secular and non-religion and capitalist way of life. This value can sometimes conflict with religion teachings that prioritize spiritual life, community, tradition, or moral restriction, or consumption and behavior. Next is the relationship of globalization of religion. The relationship between globalization and religion influence each other in many ways. First is globalization increases contact between people of different religions and cultures. Because people travel, migrate, and communicate more easily, they are exposed to different beliefs and traditions. This exposure can promote greater religion, tolerance, and understanding as a people learn about other faiths and develop more open-minded attitudes. Second is religions movement often adopt secular, non-religions ideas and modern practices. For example, religions group may use business strategies to organize their institution. They may promote themes like personal success, self-improvement, or social justice. This shows that religion is not separate from globalization. Instead, it just a response to global changes. The third is media and technology play a major role in spreading religion through television broadcasts, online sermons and live stream services, social media platform, religions app and website. Religion ideas can now reach global audiences instantly. A sermon delivered in one country can be watched worldwide. Next is globalization also brings global political forums that aim to diminish cultural, ethnic, ideological, and religious differences. Globalization and politics. Globalization creates global political forums, organizations, and gatherings where countries discuss issues that affect the world, such as trade, human rights, or climate change. These forums aim to reduce, reflect, and difference between nations by promoting cooperation across cultural, ethnic, ideological, and religion lines. In other words, globalization encourages countries to work together despite their differences. Globalization and economic marginalization. At the same time, globalization can create economic inequalities while some countries, companies, or individual benefits from global trade, investment, and technology, others may be leave behind. Smaller economies, local business, a vulnerable population might struggle to compete in a global market, leading economic organization being excluded from the benefits of globalization. Next is significance of globalization of religions. Globalization affects religion in deep ways, transforming how religious organizations operate and how individuals practice faith. Number one is transformation of religious organization. Globalization forces religions group to adapt to new social, cultural, and technological contexts. This may change how they organize, communicate, and interact with followers. Number two is changes in doctrines, rituals, and practices. As a religion engage with the global ideas and cultures, they often modify their technique, teachings, ritual, or practices to stay relevant. New interpretation or forms of worship may emerge to appeal to a modern, diverse audience. Number three, the lastly is impact on the followers. People supporting religions may also change. Globalization exposes to new knowledge, ideas, and lifestyles, influencing the intellectual perspective and understanding of faith. Next is how globalization affects religious practices and belief. Involving trade routes lead to colonization wherein religion played an important part. The rapid spread of religious organization through global communication and media is of travel for religious purposes. Globalization affects religion practices and belief. Globalization has changed the way religions spread and how people practices them. Number one is historical spread through trade and colonization. As the trade routes expanded and colonization occurred, religions often traveled with merchants, explorers, and colonizers. Religions become a key part of cultural influence, spreading belief and practices to new religions. Number two is rapid spread through the media and communication. Modern communication like television, the internet, and social media allows religions, ideas, and organizations to reach people around the world almost instantly. Sermons, teaching, and religious movement and can now cross borders in the real time. And the lastly is of religious travel. Travel has become faster and easier, allowing people to go on pilgrimages or attend religious events anywhere in the world. This fosters personal religious experience and strengthens global religious connection. The last is when deglobalization started to influence religion, involving trade routes lead to the colonization of the Asia, Africa, Central, and South America. Religions became an integral part of colonization and later on globalization. Globalization began influencing religions significantly during the age of exploration and colonization. Number one is trade routes and colonization. As the trade routes expanded, Europeans powers colonized regions in Asia, Africa, and the Americas along with trade and political control. They brought their religion with them, often spreading Christianity to new territories. Number two, religion as part of colonization. Religion's mission became an important part of colonization, shaping local cultures and education and governance. Religions was not just personal belief, it became intertwined with economic, political, and cultural influence. The lastly, foundation for the later globalization. This historical movement laid the groundwork for modern globalization. The spread of religion during the colonization showed how culture and religious ideas can travel across continents, which pattern that continues today with global media, travel, and communication.